Hello dear students, this is Tutor Yariela Gomez and today I'll be sharing a tutorial on how to create high quality videos for your assignments that look professional and polished. The aim is to give you some tips and tricks that you can easily apply without necessarily having lots of training about this. Video assignments have become more and more popular. In the following presentation, I will guide you in the step-by-step process of creating a high-quality video. Let's get started. There are some aspects to consider before starting. Before you start recording your video, you must write a script to help you organize your ideas. Then prepare the visual aids that will help you and the audience or tutor to follow the sequence. While rehearsing, you will also want to highlight the parts where you would like to pause the video. Why? Because recording everything at once might not be a good idea. The second step has to do with making decisions about which software or app to use. Both of them have pros and cons that you need to consider. An important piece of advice is to try both options and combine them if possible. Don't be afraid to play a little bit with technology. You may think it is a waste of time, but in the end, it will empower you with some expertise. There are some characteristics of both options for cell phone apps and for computer software. When it comes to the moment of recording the video, there are some things to consider. The first one is to pause your video several times, to breathe, to take a look at your notes, and to continue. Then, you also would like to put yourself together. What do I mean? First of all, you need to maintain a good posture and look professional. Then, it is also advisable to use gestures without exaggerating. Try to be subtle with this part. And finally, keep track of the time. In terms of the technical part, you want to keep track of the time because remember that all assignments have a time limit and you need to stick to the rules. Sometimes you will notice that you will need to edit your presentation or that if you have some seconds left, you can use those seconds to add transitions or movement to your presentation. Then something else would be to take advantage of the light and to be confident in front of the camera. Because remember that we actually want to see you in front of the camera delivering the message. We don't want to see a blur or a shadow. We want to see you delivering the message. After recording the video, what do you have to do? Something extremely important is to check the audio of the recording. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you will see that the volume is very low. So you need to adjust and adapt to this or record again. And finally, check the total time that you spent recording the video. Edit the video if necessary. There are some tools that you can use. You can do your own search online and see which program best adapts to your necessities. But there are many free options in the cell phone or in the computer. Finally, I have some extra tips for you. The first one is to print the PowerPoint and write down a draft or an outline of what you must say
in each slide. You don't have to say it as it is. It's just an outline, it's just a script, and you can change certain parts. For example, this is mine. Maybe you can see that here I have all the slides with some notes of important information that I thought was worth mentioning, but I didn't stick to the script as it was. I changed certain parts in the process. Then, I know that teachers are very creative, but if you feel like you lack inspiration, you can go to social media. For example, in TikTok, we have lots of ideas on how to design a PowerPoint presentation, how to add effects and movements. So it can be a good idea in case you don't know how to do it. Then you need to choose a template and add movement and color. You can add movement by using transitions, or you can add also GIF images. Just make sure that they are not very distracting for the audience. Just a couple of images would be nice. And of course, check the font and the size of the font that you will use. Also, quote and provide examples. Video assignments are the counterpart of academic papers. That means that you need support for them. Just like when you're writing an essay, your essay needs some backup. So you need to let your tutor know where you took the ideas from. Some phrases that you can use for quotations are the following. I strongly agree with the author because, and then you mention your reasons. As it is stated in the chapter, your young learners need to, and then you mention something. As mentioned by Krashen, it is important to, or Vygotsky supports this idea by stating that, and then you quote what this person said about the assignment that you had, about the question that you had to answer, or just like when you're giving an explanation of something. Finally, I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you, and here are some tools that I employed to create this video tutorial. I used InShot for the intro of the video. This is an app that you can find in the Play Store and it is for free. Then I used Screencast for the first part. I didn't use NoView for the presentation, but it is also another option that you can use. And to edit the video and put all of the parts together, I used Filmora. It has a free version and a paid version, but both of them work very nicely. So I hope that it can be helpful and it can help you create better video assignments. Thank you for your attention.